At the start of the story, we see a stray dog who hasn't eaten for many days. He is walking around looking for food. He reaches a chicken shop and manages to steal a bone. But while he is running away, he hits a man, and the bone falls and gets lost in the noisy crowd. The dog becomes very sad, and you can see the unhappiness in his eyes. Just then, a group of soldiers passes by in a parade. A soldier named Robert is in this group. When Robert sees the dog, he gives him a biscuit. The dog's eyes light up. He becomes very happy and starts following Robert. Now we learn that during World War II, when French and British soldiers were fighting Germany, America also joined the war. America wanted to defeat Germany at any cost, so they started giving military training to young people. Stubby follows Robert all the way to the training ground. Robert goes inside the camp with the other soldiers. The dog gets inside through a broken wall and follows the smell of food to the kitchen, but the chef sees him and yells at him to leave. The dog runs away and bumps into Robert again. He is happy to see Robert. Robert tries to tell him that he has no more biscuits, but the dog doesn't understand. He just wants to stay with Robert. During training, a senior officer sees the dog and likes him a lot. He tells Robert to give the dog some food after they finish training. After the work is done, Robert takes the dog to the canteen to feed him. Robert's friends warn him that if the colonel sees the dog, he will be very angry and kick the dog out. The next day, while Robert is training, the dog runs and plays with the soldiers. When the senior officers see that this dog is not afraid of gun sounds and understands humans quickly, they realize he is special and can help the military. At night, while Robert is playing with the dog, he names him Stubby. He also starts training him to understand human words. The next day, when the colonel comes to the camp, Stubby is there. Stubby sees the officers saluting the colonel, so he copies them and salutes too. The colonel loves this and lets Stubby stay in the camp. Stubby becomes everyone's favorite. He learns to follow orders and the officers love him. Then the day comes when the soldiers have to go to the battlefield. Their group is called the Yankee Division. Before they leave, the colonel tells Stubby to stay at the camp to help train new soldiers. Robert is sad because he doesn't want to leave Stubby, but he has no choice. Before leaving, Robert gives Stubby a small badge. Stubby is very happy. Robert asks the chef to take care of Stubby and then gets on the train. Stubby manages to break his rope and follows Robert's smell to the train station. He gets on the train and then reaches the ship. When he sees Robert getting on the ship, Stubby hides inside a box that is being loaded. At night, when everyone is asleep, Stubby comes out of the box. He looks for Robert and finally finds him. Robert is shocked to see him. Robert's friend, Olson, says that if the general finds out, they will be in trouble, so they try to hide Stubby. But Stubby accidentally bumps into the general. When the soldiers salute, Stubby salutes the general too. Then he picks up the general's dropped walking stick and gives it to him. The general is amazed. He is sure that Stubby will be useful in the war. He tells the captain to make Stubby an official member of the team. Stubby gets his own nameplate and becomes a real military dog. When they reach France, the British and French armies are struggling against the Germans. During an attack, many soldiers get buried under broken buildings. Stubby bravely finds them and helps pull them out, saving many lives. Everyone is happy with Stubby, and he becomes a hero. Robert meets a French soldier named Gaston, and they become best friends. Gaston takes them to their camp, passing through a city that the Germans had destroyed. The next morning, Robert, Gaston, and Stubby go on patrol. They hide behind a rock and see German soldiers planning a poison gas attack. They run back to warn their army. While running, Stubby sees a German soldier about to shoot Robert. Before the soldier can fire, Stubby pushes Robert to the ground, saving his life. Robert understands the danger is high. He shows Stubby a mask and signals him to warn the camp. Stubby runs fast and reaches the camp with a mask in his mouth. The soldiers understand the sign and put on their masks. Then the German army fires gas rockets. Green gas spreads everywhere. A village nearby is in danger. Stubby runs to the village before the gas reaches it and barks loudly. The villagers are surprised, but then they see the sky turning green and hide in their houses. Robert and Gaston arrive on horses and take Stubby inside a house, covering his face to protect him. When the gas clears, the villagers thank Stubby for saving them. Back at the camp, the captain says a soldier is missing. Stubby uses his nose to find the wounded soldier despite the gunfire. The team rescues the soldier thanks to Stubby's bravery. Before the unit moves to a new place, a village lady gives Stubby a handmade jacket, and Gaston gives him a special gas mask. Later, the colonel tells the soldiers they must fight the Germans face to face. A dangerous battle starts. Stubby helps save lives and even trick German soldiers into following him into an American trap where they are captured. But while saving a soldier from a grenade, Stubby gets hurt. Robert takes him to the camp and the doctor sends him to a hospital. Robert is very sad without Stubby. Then Gaston is also ordered to leave. Robert feels very alone and writes a letter to his sister. He becomes so sick with sadness and fever that doctors think he might die. Meanwhile, Stubby's leg is not fully healed, but he leaves the hospital to find Robert. He is in pain but doesn't give up. Finally, he finds Robert. Robert is so happy that his fever goes away and he gets better. During their break, Robert and Stubby go to Paris. They have a great time, and people respect Stubby because he is famous now. Stubby even helps catch a German spy. The general is so happy that he promotes Stubby to a high rank. Robert is also promoted. A group photo of the unit is taken and printed in all the newspapers. Stubby is now a celebrity. Later, the American and French armies push the Germans back. A soldier tells them that a ceasefire will start the next morning at 11 a.m. The soldiers are happy they can finally go home. But the next morning, the Germans attack one last time. Robert follows Gaston into the fight. Gaston gets surrounded by enemies. Just as Robert and Stubby go to help, the ceasefire begins. The Germans surrender. Robert sees it is exactly 11 a.m. Now he can go home with Stubby. Before leaving, Robert and Stubby look for their friends and find that Robert's best friend has died. Robert is very sad and says a final goodbye. Then Stubby and the soldiers head for home. At the port, a huge crowd waits for Stubby. He is welcomed like a hero. A photographer takes a picture of him that is still famous today. This is a true story. Stubby fought in 17 battles and saved many lives. The story shows that even a small street dog can have the heart of a hero. He proved that bravery and loyalty are the most important things. Stubby is gone now, but his story will be remembered forever.